Hey everybody. Somebody recently asked me why I'm so fucking pissed off all the time. Well, let me tell you. Uh, I moved to another area trying to find a job, right? Because I was told there was all kinds of work down here. There's lots of jobs, but not for me. Uh, Initially I came down here, somebody told me they had a house they were renovating, right? And they said I could stay there while I helped renovate it. So I was like, cool. There's gives me a month. I could find another job by then or whatever. Uh, Talked to the people until I got down here. When I got down here, never heard from them again. So right off the bat, I got fucked with at one job. Okay. Then there was. I've only had a couple interviews out of like 100 applications, and I've applied everywhere. I had an interview at McDonald's. Yep, like $8 an hour. I was sucking up my fucking pride. Went over there and applied, figuring I should be able to get a job here. Right? Went had an interview. Was told I'd be called the following Monday for a second interview. Yeah, fast food minimum wage jobs are now doing 2 and 3 interviews. Guess what? Never got a phone call for that other interview. Lady totally blew smoke up my fucking ass. That's nothing compared to the next one. This next one, I applied for a retail sales position at Metro T-Mobile, right? When the day I showed up for the interview, there were 6 other people there. So they were doing a ton of interviews, and the lady told me I was the second person I interviewed. The kid that went in before me had like a learning disability or something. I felt really bad for him, but if you're in sales, you're not going to get that job. I go in for the interview. Interview went great. She says, I'm going to offer you the job. HR is going to call you in a couple of days, probably Monday, Tuesday. Well, it's now Wednesday, right? Uh, haven't heard nothing. So I sent a message back to her saying, listen, what's going on? She tells me the position's been filled. Yeah. I'm down here desperate for a fucking job, right? 3 years ago, I had to leave the best job I ever had because I got diagnosed with silicosis and COPD. For those of you who don't know what silicosis is, it comes from breathing stone dust. So anybody who works in concrete, brick masons, any kind of masonry, people who work in gravel yards, people who make toilets and sinks, because that's all ground up fucking stone dust that gets formed into the sink in the toilet. It's all silica. And as soon as you punch it in a Google, what it's going to tell you is you can expect to live 10 to 20 years after diagnosis. So my diagnosis was 3 years ago. I can't get no fucking disability, no nothing. I'm dying, like literally fucking dying, and I can't get. They won't even. They denied me so many times for disability, and I'm like, so what's left? I came to this fucking area looking for work because somebody I met online told me there was a lot of jobs down here. There's not. There's a lot of places hiring, but not me. Uh, I had to do everything I could to. I had to beg somebody to fucking help me out so I could stay where I'm staying another month because I'm gonna be back on the street. That's why I left where I was because there was no fucking jobs and my car blew up. That's the first thing everybody says. Well, if you have a car, yes, I know, trust me. If I had a car, I'd at least be able to hit a temp agency or something. But and where I'm at, there is no public transportation. They have this stupid rabbit transit thing that's only for disabled people and people on Social Security. If you're not disabled, they charge $20 a mile. That's fucking crazy. But that's what they're doing. So transportation, I'm fucked. I don't have the person to help me out. Initially, I met this girl. She was going to let me use her car and all this other stuff. But here's the kicker. I applied to like 30 jobs before I even came down here. Once she told me that I was going to be allowed to use her car, I applied to all these fucking jobs, like 30 or 40 places. I'm a forklift operator, right? So that's what I did. That was a month and a half ago. I haven't heard from a single one of those jobs, not a single one. I've called a lot of them back. People aren't answering their phones anymore. You leave them a message. There's nothing you can do. But my question is, What is a person supposed to do when you've applied at every single job, all the way down to minimum wage McDonald's, and nobody's calling you? What's a person supposed to do? Hmm? Gotta have to rob somebody, I guess. Right? I already have somebody picked out. Somebody that makes a deposit on the fucking from the business. Right? What else am I supposed to do? I don't have any family to help me. Right? That's what the first thing everybody says. Well, help ask your family. They're all dead and gone. Next. Friends? Yeah, right. People these days, the fuck would I want to be friends with any of these fucking people for? They feel the same way about me. Everybody's so fucking vain and materialistic. It's so fucking disgusting. But my question, like I said, I'm not the only person going through this. People are going through this all over the fucking country. You're going to see hordes of fucking. There's going to be millions more homeless people. That Trump's like making it a crime to be homeless now. Well, what are you going to do when you're there? Oh, it ain't going to happen to you, right? Maybe you're lucky and you landed a job 20, 30 years ago and you stayed at it and the place hasn't gone under and you've made better decisions with your life. Because I know it's the first thing everybody's going to say. Well, I have borderline personality disorder, right? It it's not something that you're just going to control on your own. I get pissed off, like violently fucking pissed off sometimes. So, and there's no medication for it. So my question to you all is like, what are you gonna do? Because there's gonna be a lot more people like me, a lot more coming with all the AI and all the technology that's killing jobs left and right, and none of you fucking seem to care. I mean, your kids are going to go to college right now and possibly not have a job when they graduate. Does anybody care about that? Right? Does anybody fucking care? Better yet, are any of yous even thinking past Donald Trump? If we're going to allow him to get away with all of this, imagine what the politicians are going to do after him. Even the Democrats know that they can step on people now, and we're not going to fight back. Why not? Right? You're too concerned with your house. What if they decide to come take it and they can? Are you going to get pissed off then? You're not going to get pissed off until it actually affects you. Eventually, it's affecting you right now with all the rising costs and everything. For anybody who says inflation is made up, you must be one of the billionaires like Trump because it doesn't seem to affect you. But what I'm telling you is you're going to see it and it's going to be in your lifetime. It's going to be in like the next 10 to 20 years. There are so many fucking businesses going under. All the trucking companies are going under, manufacturing companies are going under, and all the manufacturing you're going to see is going to be done by robots. It's not going to be done by people. Get your education. Oh, yeah, because AI is coming for fucking legal and medical jobs now, too. What are you going to do, man? You can't even go into the fucking a technical field now because they have AI to do that job. Where's everybody going to work? And what are you going to do about it is the bigger question. It shouldn't have to come to your doorstep, but it is.